Hi guys, it's Daniel Harbers here talking to Dmitry Pesnya about his CEO and founder of EVO project. So we're going to be talking about his ICO, the project, issues that they're solving with it, and the point of this interview is really just to give you an overview of what they're doing and the benefits of it. And then if it's of interest, we'll provide links for you to look further into it.
So yeah, I'm founder of EVO project. My name is Dmitry Pesnya. What we are doing here, we are building the blockchain platform for assessing and developing human skills. It's a very human-oriented blockchain project. What we are going to build, first of all, we will provide the application for user where he can achieve his goals, where he can develop himself, and we combine in that application the best tools and services of companies which can help them in that into one network, into one platform, and then the person develops, he reaches the achievements, he increases his skills. So in this during that he earns the tokens of the platform, and also he creates his digital portrait of his competencies and skills and achievements. And such a portrait can become a very effective instrument for a lot of goals, a lot of applications in his life. First of all, it's the career application, because such a digital portrait of skills becomes a new type of CV, where employer can be sure that he gets the candidate with endorsed skills, and and the employer can be sure that that skills endorsed not by some person, I don't know, just in friendly manner, how we see on the LinkedIn, for example, because people endorse skills one to each other just as just a friendly thing. And but we in the if we talk about LinkedIn, it's a very good example to understand what we are going to create, because we are adding the very essential thing in such a model. It's the independent endorsement of skills. And in that case, that digital portrait become some kind of quality certificate of the person, and the reliability of such a digital portrait is the highest. That is why it may help in professional area, in the career, in self-realization, in any other area or areas, also in maybe personal and family areas, and in I don't know how to explain in English. It can help you both in professional and in your everyday life.
Okay. And is this going to be more focused? It sounded like it was going to be more focused on the professional side of things, but is it going to be a personal thing as well, or?
Yes. First of all, we developed the concept which included all areas of life, but such a concept is too huge, and we decided to start from the professional and educational segment, which has clearly expressed problems for each person, and such a decision will help us to build all the platform and the whole use case in the professional segment of such a platform. And we are going also to make expand it to another areas in the next year, but it's another story. And now we are focusing on the professional solution.
And how, like, because I think it's something that's definitely needed. Like, there's obvious value in being able to see what people have done and really have a CV that's tested and verified, and not just by other people or without having to make phone calls to confirm things. But how do you guys then, what's the actual mechanism for the token or the system that interacts with someone's skills and their test results or their work or whatever else it is that you're testing? And how's that tracked? How's it measured?
How we measure and how we endorse such skills, yes. First of all, we combine the already existing systems of certification and testing on one platform, because in all areas they already exist. For example, in languages, for example, in English, it's TOEFL, IELTS systems. There are a lot of certification, well-developed systems in IT, in business management, PMI University, for example, and we only need to make a mechanism how to combine, how to unite it in one digital portrait, and we don't make such systems by ourselves. It's a very specific technology, and we are attracting professionals in that. For example, we also have negotiations nowadays with a very big fund which created about 7,000 tests and very well developed methodology for assessing and endorsing the skills. And such systems are very reliable, you may be sure that if the person has such a certificate, you may be sure that he's a professional in that.
Okay, cool. Okay, so if I'm hearing right, the main problem you're solving is the tests are already out there, but even when people take them, you can't necessarily verify that they've taken them. And when someone sees a CV at first glance, not all of someone's then got to go and check the CV. So what you guys are doing is putting all the test results in one place so that it's all been verified. Any test someone's done is there, and people don't have to go and do any research beyond. They know what's true on the CV and what's not.
Yeah, that's right. We are putting all the results in one place. It helps both the user to understand where his weak places are, and also it helps employers to find to be sure what skills this person has and what skills he doesn't. And in that case, employer, if he want to confirm or even help some candidate to increase that skill, he may pay for the certification or for the education, and that may help to get the best candidate. Such a model, then employer gets the access to the database for free, and he only pays money if he want to pay for certification or for the education of the system. Is much more cost effective for them in comparison with paying for the subscription on HR websites or paying to the agencies that help to hire personnel.
Okay, and one thing that strikes me is there's one level which I was understanding the product as, you know, a verified CV. But then what you just said made me think, and I don't know if I'm misunderstanding this, but it strikes me that there's a potential there to not just have a verified CV, but you're going to have a database of verified CVs and contact with a whole database of employers. So
Yeah.
are you then going to be using that not just to help the recruitment process along, but going that next step and letting people say, hey, I need people with this, and this. I need people with these skills. And then you can say, look, we've searched our database and these are the best candidates. Or someone's looking for a job and they've got these skills, and then you automatically know who on the other end is looking for that. Is that part of the plan as well, or am I reading too much into it?
Yes, that's a mechanism of matching, and there will be the top results for the employer, and he sees if some persons are exactly what he need or not, and if that persons have some maybe unconfirmed skills, or employer has some doubts about the professional level, he may add the value in paying for the certification of that candidates, and total costs of such tests much less than common way of recruitment, and it makes the win-win situation for the user who gets such a certificates for free, and for employer who may be sure that he gets the best candidate. Now a lot of employers test people, then they hire them, but that's not an active that's not an asset of a person. You come to the employer, pass the test, then for example go further, and you don't have that result. You don't have it as your asset, but if you may combine it in your digital portrait and develop that portrait, it helps you to make it as well as your asset, which helps you in career, and also you develop it maybe from the youngest ages, or even it helps you to find the weak places. Our platform helps to find also the educational partner who is exactly helps you to increase that particular skill effectively, because we are united not only uniting not only the certification partners, but also educational, and then somebody passes the test, he also scores his educational course which he passed earlier. Through some iterations, we will get the scored area of modular courses, which exactly increase your particular skills, and which are not. And such a scoring system makes a new type of education. You don't need to, I don't know, to spend several years, but you may find some particular weak place which you may very quickly develop, and it will significantly increase your cost on the job market.
And it may, if I know anything about universities, it may be the end of a lot of university courses if people can see the value it actually brings them in the job market versus the amount of time and money they spent, especially when you compare it to what other courses you can spend money on.
Also, traditional universities are moving in that direction, and that you may find a lot of examples that called nano degrees or a lot of that, because now we have economics of knowledge, where new professions appear and become obsolete very quickly. And as a employee, as a person who wants to build a successful career, you need an instrument, and our platform is such an instrument which helps you to stay in the to be in flow of the modern time.
That's super exciting and interesting. Like if once there's enough data in it and someone can literally look at their skill set and then look at the marketplace in real time and see not just what skills are necessary for them, but also which courses are the most effective in getting them the skills necessary for them.
That's, yes. What can move you on the next level of salary, of job conditions, or a lot of professions are very close to each other, but you need such an instrument to realize what you need to maybe change very dramatically your life, and to find the job of your dream.
Okay, and tell us a bit about yourself. Like, how did you get started? How did you come up with the idea? Why is this area the one that interests you?
With pleasure. I have to say that I'm achievement-oriented person, and I also wanted to find a way how to use your achievements, your previous experience, how to find the ways to to make it your asset, to make it your I know, like something that helps you to prove who you are. And I came to the idea in the previous year, and then I realized that blockchain technology may add reliability to such a digital portrait, and also the tokenomics is helping us to add the solid variant how to partners can participate in that, because for partners our tokens become loyalty points, or common loyalty points, how they reward the customer. But for user, it's some kind of reward of in the process of self-development. And if we want to build the worldwide solution, in the different countries and legal areas with differences in regulation. The tokenomics is the best variant. So all the puzzle.
I think people wanted to know a bit about like your team and
yeah.
like your own background and the other people involved as well.
Yes, and yeah, I just wanted to show how we started. So we started from the November of 2017, and as for me, I'm from the real business, and I have an experience in starting the new businesses, also in IT sphere. We successfully started two of businesses in IT. It's IT outsourcing service, and also it's a web shop. And as a leader of the project, I know how to combine the best team, how to bring resources necessary for the project, and all I needed is only to invite such persons, such professionals who can help me to build that project, and we united such a team. We have all the necessary competencies for that project. We have a lot of people with experience in IT and also in blockchain projects. For example, our CTO, our technical director, is the former CTO of biggest Russian internet projects with a billion revenue, and also, for example, our PR director is former PR director of Credits, a well-known project in blockchain industry. So all we need to have in competencies we already have in our team. Also, we have a strong support of experts and advisors, because there are a lot of complicated things in HR and assessment, and also in education, of course, how to build a business on it. And we have an experts, we have people who have a huge experience, and they bring us that practice experience, and we don't build from nothing, but we just combining already tested, already well-known, well-developed technologies into one solution.
Okay. And that leads on nicely to the next question. Like, where are you in terms of product at the moment? Like, what have you guys got accomplished so far? What are the next sort of pieces of the puzzle you need to put in place, just to give people an idea of where you are as far as like roadmap?
Yeah. Our next milestone we want to achieve is MVP, the release of MVP product, and it will be ready very soon, in the beginning of June. And you will see the released product where you may already use it like an instrument of finding a job. Also, employers may already put their vacancies, and it will be already very enough functionality to attract the users to the platform. And during the next month, we will add more functionality. And as for our business model, to the end of the year, we will have enough users to support the exchange exchange course of our token. It's very essential not to allow to fall the exchange course down after the finishing the token sale. And we are making all what we need for that, including the product development and user attraction to this platform.
Cool. I think a lot of projects, or even though I feel this shouldn't be the case, a lot of projects are in dire need of an MVP. Like, it's super easy in the space to have awesome ideas. And it's surprising how many, even sort of post ICO and fully funded companies, haven't yet got that. So to hear that you're that far along is really, really good. And I look forward to seeing it.
Yeah, I think it's necessary to have the MVP before the public sale. Yeah, to show people what we want to create, and not just show them the white paper or marketing materials.
Cool. And what's your vision, sort of in 5 years' time? Where do you see the sort of the whole project being? How big is the marketplace? I mean, I sort of know that one. I mean, I assume you're looking international. Like, where's the big vision? Where do you see the big potential?
First of all, in the segment of career and education, we exactly want to take a very significant part of market of online recruitment and online education, and in the cities of presence, and we have a very detailed plan how to achieve that. We have a plan where what markets and what countries in what stages we are entering. And also, as I mentioned earlier, such a platform will allow us to create solutions for other areas of life. For example, for the sports and health, for culture and for hobbies, for traveling, for family, and so in some meaning, we're going to become the, as we call it, life provider in the future within several years. Then everybody has a profile in our on our platform, and not only the adults, but from the from the school, you are you fix there your achievements, you build there your life and educational and career trajectory, and develop such a digital passport, and it helps you, and our platform provides you all what you need for that. I think such a concept of life providers we will see it in the next years. Maybe not only our projects, because a lot of examples of commercial platforms or even government initiatives show us that tendency.
I was going to say, on the Chinese government doing something like that, yes, where they track people socially, and if they,
yes. Okay. But of course, government builds the platform, the solution very strict, very, I don't know, not user-friendly variant, but we built a user-friendly platform. Right. You decide how to use that platform.
And aside from the Chinese government or any other, do you see any other like platforms that you see as competitors, or and if you do, like how do you guys feel that you're different from them?
Yeah, we have a lot of competitors in all the parts of our concept, even in areas even in the area of career and education. It's not the blue ocean, it's a very global tendency, and even blockchain projects exist and try to build their own solution. As for some of them, I think very big advantage. Our advantage is to include the independent confirmation and endorsement of skills, because others who don't have it try to create LinkedIn with his disadvantages, but in other manner. As for those who build the very similar model to us, I think our main advantage that we are going to develop it further to the other segments of life, and we are not going to stop on the only one solution, only one application of such a digital passport or digital portrait.
Cool. And then as far as the marketing plan, like, how are you planning on getting people to sign up? How are you planning on getting people to use it? Are you starting in one specific country or one specific, I know you said the job market, but is there one particular industry you think you've got the best ties with, or?
Yeah, we are going to attract the users and the employers with the following mechanisms. First of all, employer will get the access for free. It's a very good variant for them to, because we have another methods of monetization for the platform instead of getting the payment from the employers. And also, user may may search the job, or maybe not. He can join the platform to first of all to understand where he is at this moment and how to improve himself. And it's not like hiring portal then where you put your CV only, then you try to find the job. It's like a application which you may use in your self-development, and then you decide when you are ready, move on forward and proceed to the next level in your career. Also, we have reserve, special reserve in our tokens allocation, and we will distribute some amount of tokens from the beginning between first users and partners to make the start of circulation, and it can show partners that such a channel is profitable for them to attract the customers, and then they will start to buy the tokens.
Okay, cool. And then getting into the details of the ICO, what's your timeline? Have you got, like, what are your hard caps, soft caps? How can investors participate?
As for our pre-sale, we have contributions from investors, and we have participation of funds who are interested to make the very significant forgot this word.
Investment.
Yes, and We are not spending a lot of money. We have a very low marketing budget because in this year it's not effective to spend for marketing. It's I believe that it's a waste of money, and we in that case project can waste the money of previous investors. It's not a good idea, and that is why our marketing strategy is very conservative, but we develop our community, and we develop the we of course we use the marketing and PR channels, but the main focus is to establish the relations with big funds which already have companies or portfolio companies with which we can combine and get the value, not only the money, but also the experience or some technology. And this is the best variant how to get investments. And we are about to reach our soft cap, but far from hard cap. I think due to the market, because it's on low levels now, and we are going to, but we have enough investments for our development plan, and we can think or can make all things done in development and in preparation of public sale.
Okay. And when's that planned for? Like, if someone's watching this video and they're convinced it's a good project, as I certainly think it is, like, how do they give you their money? How can they invest? How can they get involved? When does the pre-sale start? When's everything?
Yeah, they can already participate. We have a pre-sale running at this moment. You may visit our site, and there you will find the account system, all the necessary information, description, white paper, all the things. Yeah, also we have, of course, all the channels where you may ask us questions, and we are inviting for participation right now. We have good bonuses at the pre-sale stage, and it may give a very good variant of profit for investors, for participants.
Cool. And one last, well, two more things, yeah. But as far as limits on spending the money, what if someone gives you the money for the project? Do you guys have any escrow in place, milestone divisions, anything like that, as far as how you guys deal with the money, or any securities for them?
On the pre-sale stage, we haven't used the partner escrow partner, but I'm thinking of it about the public stage. It not only depends on our decision, but also on our private sale partners. They also affect on the decision, of course. In fact, I'm not sure that we didn't find the partner who are really guarantee the investors all the there are a lot of variants how other projects even use escrow services, but spend the money how they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, and buy Lambos and so on. So if we find such a reliable partner, I think we will use the escrow on the public sale.
Okay, cool. And the last thing, just from the investment opportunity point of view, I said we'd give you sort of 2 minutes at the end to share anything that we haven't covered or tell the audience a message. So you have the floor if there's anything you want to share with people or that you think is super important that people should know. You've got a few minutes to share that if you want.
Oh, okay. I'll try to make such a short speech. As for the main advantage, if you join our project, you may join the rocket of the next age economy of knowledge and the next age environment where you may invest both in your self-development and also in development of your children, and it will become a new standard in the next few years. And if you miss this, you will lose your own competitiveness. So now you may participate not just in some another project to earn money, but you may invest in your own future with us. And that is why I suppose that's interesting for everybody, not only for those who just invest money to earn, to enter and to out from the project.
Cool. All right. Well, that's all from me. I think we've got good answers. I certainly understand the project a lot better, and
yeah, great.
And that's the idea. So if I can understand it, I'm sure everyone else out there can too from your answers. Thank you. I genuinely mean this as well. Like, it sounds like a really good project.